我呢度見到 Edith Fox 喎，跟住有 Mr. 燥底咯。OK， 同埋 Shake Your Momo 咯。
Well, further ado, in the main submission of Resolution 4, come to the podium and make a speech. Yes.
Can we open the aircon?
Do you have an iPhone 12?
Oh, no, you don't like it.
Like Android.
Yeah, Android.
Like, you don't have to
Do you know anyone who has an iPhone 12 mo?
有冇 aircon 啊？
哦，
開咗，可能 temperature。
Apparently it's all already on. Apparently it's already on. Can you pull out your AirPods? Who's using AirPods? Like unholy thing. The air conditioner has been turned on. Without further ado, the main submitter of Resolution 4, come to the podium and make a speech. Here.
I mean,
before that, can Delegate of Syria take off his earphones?
Oh, hey. Thanks.
Oh.
A point of personal privilege. Yes. May the chair please kindly, upon the great powers, turn off the lights here, because it's kind of distracting to.
I'm the staff.
yeah.
So you mean, just to confirm, can everyone see that result?
No.
I already sent it to the group.
Is it better?
Yeah, so one more row, I think.
But, do you know that the result is sensible?
You don't need to see it. But
Why not just turn off?
it just looks nice.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Guys, I already sent the resolution link to the WhatsApp group. Just fucking check.
Begin.
Second, you have 2 minutes. Gavel bangs once at 1 minute 30 seconds. Gavel bangs twice at 2 minutes. If you go over that, we'll throw things at you and you will be forced to stop.
Delegate may now begin.
Calls for the establishment of a global campaign named the Crusade Initiative, Children's Rights for Unilateral Security Association of Defense, which will have the aims of such as but not limited to calls upon willing representatives from various important organizations such as the UN to recognize and review the situation of child soldier usage and to actively assist in the prohibition and the education of any child soldiers and monitor current situations in countries. Encouraging witnesses to report any case of child soldier recruitment with financial rewards and political asylum. Calls for increased awareness among countries and the UN and the discussion of the level and amount of reflectionary measures administered to offending countries. Urges that countries help the reintegration of demobilized child soldiers back into society and provide any necessary care for injuries, whether mental or physical.
You just say you should have access to this resolution.
Yeah.
Delegate, you have 2 minutes. You may begin.
Honorary chairs and distinguished delegates. As the delegate of Italy and the main submitter of this resolution, we strongly agree that eradication of child soldiers must be taken into hand as fast as possible, and that. Can you take it?
No, later.
Okay. And that immediate calls for action must be made. So first, let me talk about the Crusade Initiative. Basically, what we are trying to do here is to, right now, we know that right now, the UN hasn't really done enough to stop the usage of child soldiers, and this practice is still going in a lot of countries and kept unchecked. So, Crusade Initiative is basically aimed to set up local branches in such countries of like child abuse or child exploitation and monitor situation. And then we want to set up re-education camps within such local branches. It could be for re-education for child soldiers aimed at rehabilitation, or aimed to change the minds of the leaders and important officials who have a say in commending this act. And so we also will set up headquarters at these different countries, cities in different countries. And also also want to use any method to prevent and protect the children and their rights as much as possible. And so obviously, we also need to rally volunteers to make local visits and raise public awareness about the child soldier situation in these places, as we are aiming to solve this problem as soon as possible with maximum efficiency.
Thank you, delegate. Is the delegate? Oh wait, delegate has to be open to everyone.
Yeah.
Wait. So firstly, any points of clarification from? Are there any points of clarification? So in the house, delegate of South Sudan to be recognized, and the UK, yeah, to be recognized in order.
In clause 1, subclause B, it says rally volunteers who are willing to.
Delegate, can you speak up?
Clause 1, subclause it says rally volunteers who are willing to make local visits and raise public awareness about the child soldier situation. Could the delegate please clarify what local visits mean?
Okay, thank you, delegate. The delegate of South Sudan. So basically, if you want to know where we're trying to find these volunteers, maybe we can find people who have also participated in similar programs such as UNICEF, where it's called Children Are Not Soldiers, and they also aim to have the same idea, where they do not, they want children to not be part of any armed conflict.
Point of clarification.
This delegate believes that his question has been answered.
Full of granted.
The delegate asked for the definition of local visits in clause 1, subclause D.
Okay, local visits. So basically, you see in this crusade initiative, if you see in subclause B, clause 1, subclause B, it says we have set up re-education camps, and obviously, and so basically, right now, we don't exactly, we're not sure about the manpower situation in such places, and obviously, since right now there's so many different countries that need these re-education camps, we are not sure that there are currently enough people who can deal with the situation. Where so the volunteers are to make the local visits to these camps, and then maybe send furthermore to different hospitals or treatment facilities to find these people. Yeah.
Thank you, delegate. Are there any points of information on this one? Delegate of
DRC.
Wait.
Delegate of the Congo.
Delegate of DRC, delegate of Iraq.
Yeah.
You've been recognized in that order.
Thank you, Mr. Main Submitter. This delegate would like to ask, for example, in subclause 1AB, and also in clause 3. This delegate would like to ask how exactly this funding will look like and where it's going to go to and how it's going to be funded. Where is this funding coming from?
Well, obviously, we have, if you see in laws 5, it says that countries help reintegration, which obviously, if you agree to this, we may also be inclined to ask you for financial support to the Crusade initiative, and so to help. The government usually has part of their budget, yearly budget, to give to charitable organizations, and we can include this as one.
Any follow-ups?
Thank you. No, thank you.
Delegate of Iraq.
This delegate would like to ask the delegate of Italy, where is the economic source of this whole resolution?
I think I've already answered.
Also another question.
Is the delegate requesting for follow-up?
Yes.
Yeah,
This delegate would also like to inquire why in clause 1 subclause C it says the headquarters will be specifically located at Copenhagen, Vatican City, Rome, size and the
Because the signatories and the submitter and co-submitters have all agreed that positions in the world that have a lot of geographical advantages, such as being able to be close enough to each other and not being too far away from countries
Followed up to a second degree
Degree
will not be
A
entertained.
motion to extend POI by 1.
You've already asked if POI.
Point of parliamentary inquiry. The chair said that follow up to a second degree will be allowed.
It depends, and again to clarify, it depends on like the chair, and we don't really have much time left, so yeah. No, it's due to time constraints. No. Due to time constraints, Second of Philippines, do you have something?
Yeah. Motion to extend POI by 1.
Sure, okay. No follow-ups. No follow-ups.
In clause 5, subclause C,
Hanson.
the
Hanson.
delegate already
Hanson.
mentioned that they would create rehabilitation centers. I wonder where, may I ask, maybe delegate of the Philippines asked where this funding is coming from?
Yeah, as we will also include the countries in which agree to be helping. It says in clause 5 that countries will help in reintegration, and this includes the providing of financial support.
Thank you, Delegate. You may return. Do you wish to yield to another? Please return to your seat. The floor is now open for members. Two for speeches and 2 against speeches on this resolution as a whole. Are there any such speeches on the floor? Any 4 speeches? 4 speeches first. 4.
So like speeches supporting the resolution.
You're strongly encouraged to speak up. Close-up, bro. Okay, close-up, Any against speeches on the floor?
Wow. Wait, is there like a speaking fan or something? Hey,
What do you mean?
即係有冇講得太多，你會like
No.
Freedom of speech. Any 4 speeches? 4 speeches.
Point of parliamentary inquiry.
Sure, yes.
Can we make amendments?
Yes, amendments are allowed at any time except when you're like reading the resolution. Okay, so remember to label it as a friendly amendment. Yeah, and send it to the chairs.
Friendly or unfriendly?
Because some friendly amendments are already automatically passed.
POI to the chair.
Yeah.
How much time will be allocated for this resolution?
That's a good question. That's a very good question. Around
We only have 1 hour.
30 minutes maximum. Should we? Okay, how do you?
Listen up.
No, because this is only like the first stage.
What?
No. So like there are days in the future. I
Yes,
guess.
the days in the future. I already told you in workshop 2. It's just you didn't listen.
But I wasn't there. Can we have the second topic be moved to another session?
That's the point. We're gonna do it.
Oh my
God.
Any 4 speeches on the table? 4 speeches. Yes, Delegate of South Sudan, you can recognize.
Oh my God. You send amendments to the fucking chair, okay?
Any against speeches on the table?
On the table.
On the topic.
Delegate
To
of
entertain amendments.
Okay. Motion.
denied.
What, bro?
Your amendment will be entertained after the off speeches.
Okay, one against speech and then the amendment.
Yeah, 1 against speech only. Delegate of Iran, you can recognize.
Iran. No, Iraq or Iran?
Iran.
Use my own data.
Wait, 4 or against?
Against.
By the way, is there no 4 speeches?
Wait, there are no 4 speeches.
No 4 speeches.
Co-subs, where you at?
Even from co-subs.
Where you at?
Oh, by the way, like just saying, if there are no 4 speeches, it passes. Like it doesn't pass automatically.
Yeah.
Like
So,
failed,
yeah, so you need a full speech.
Yeah, just like come on, say
If
like.
there's no-
Oh, nice.
Delegate of
PRC.
Well, this is 4.
Okay.
But I don't want this to like actually like just like not be the thing.